The South African Navy operated 3 Daphne-class submarines from 1969 until 2003. The 3 boats, named SAS Maria van Riebeeck, SAS Emily Hobhouse and SAS Johanna van der Merwe, formed the backbone of the South African Navy during the 1970s, 1980s and 1990s. The 3 boats, SAS Maria van Riebeeck, later renamed SAS Spear, SAS Emily Hobhouse, later renamed SAS Umkhonto, were cut up for steel at the end of their service lives, but the 3rd boat, SAS Johanna van der Merwe, later renamed SAS Assegaai, was saved. A decision was taken by the Navy Command Council to save the boat as a submarine and part of the Naval Museum. The Naval Heritage Trust, or the NHT, took the responsibility to manage the submarine as a museum, and as such the boat was opened to the public while still in the water and managed by volunteers for 4 successful years. The boat had to be taken out of the water for maintenance, and at that point it was decided to rather move the boat ashore and open it as a submarine museum out of the water. A memorandum of agreement, a MOA, was signed between the Navy and the Naval Heritage Trust in 2022, whereby the responsibility for the funding and the management of the submarine museum became the responsibility of the NHT. Although the boat would remain the property of the South African Navy and part of the Naval Museum. The big move of the 700-ton submarine took place in June-July 2024. A heavy lift company, Vanguard, was contracted to undertake the mammoth move of the submarine from its position at the synchro lift to its new site in the corner of Coal Point, just next to the NSRI and just opposite the Seven Seas Club. This move was successfully undertaken amidst technical challenges and difficult weather, and as such the renovations of the boat could be undertaken to open it to the public. The Submarine Museum was eventually opened to the public at its new site on the 16th of December 2024 in time for the December holidays, and proved to be successful and hugely popular right from the outset. Chief of the Navy, Vice Admiral Mondi Lubisi, then opened the submarine officially on the 30th of April 2025, and the Mayor of Cape Town, Jordan Hill-Lewis, was next to him to officially cut the ribbon and to open the Submarine Museum.
To all of the other senior leadership, admirals and flag officers here, and to all of our serving men and women and our retired servicemen and women, let me say thank you very much on behalf of the residents of Cape Town for your service, both past and present. We are extremely grateful and proud to have you serving here in our town. And let me say that many of you may have seen it before, but for me this morning this is the first time, and what a magnificent sight it is with that beautiful gleaming black hull. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to have a look around it, and I think that we should give it another round of applause. I make a firm prediction now, ladies and gentlemen, that this will become one of the favorite attractions in Cape Town. I know how much young people and Cape Townians in general passionately love the South African Navy, and how much they are going to love this attraction and coming to see what life is like on a submarine under the water. And so let me say to you as well, Admiral, and to all of your colleagues from the South African Navy, how much we appreciate and deeply, deeply respect the long tradition of the South African Navy in Cape Town and here in Simonstown in particular. How much of an honor it was for us to support this, and also the South African Navy Festival, which, as I said to you earlier, was a smash hit in the city. It was just an unbelievable sight to see the crowds piling here into Simonstown to come and see the South African Navy. So there is such a deep and close heart relationship between the city of Cape, with the people of Cape Town, the city of Cape Town, and the South African Navy, and that's something that we wish to foster and perpetuate for many, many more years to come. So I think the famous penguins, for which Simonstown is most famous, are going to have to up their game, because the SAS Assegaai is in town now, and this is going to be the most favorite attraction. It's been an absolute honor to be here and to contribute to the project. Thank you very much.
On 16 May 2022, my predecessor, Vice Admiral Hlongwane, formally signed the agreement with the Naval Heritage Trust to assume the full responsibility for the restoration, preservation, management, and operation of SAS Assegaai and its adjacent facilities at Call Point on behalf of the South African Naval Museum. Standing here today and looking at the results, this is a symbol of pride and honor to the brave men and women who served on board the submarine. This museum is also a testament to the tireless efforts and commitment of numerous people who believed that it was essential to preserve our maritime heritage. The people that believe it is a place where history is brought to life, allowing visitors to witness firsthand and technological advances and heroic missions that have defined undersea warfare, with the goal to educate, inspire, and foster curiosity about the world beneath the waves. It is in our case, I am referring to the Assegaai Preservation Team, which consists of volunteers under the auspices of the Naval Heritage Trust, South Africa. With the depleting number of our submariners, of our submarine corps, and lack of knowledge about submarines in our society, the opening of this museum gives me hope that our youth, after completing the tour, will be more than ready to volunteer to join the submarine service. So, your tour guides need to impact the hearts and minds of our youth in that direction. As we walk on board and through the exhibits today, let us remember what we can learn from our naval history. The tales of bravery, sacrifice, and originality reminds us of what we have overcome and of why we must remember those who came before us. It is our responsibility to ensure that future generations appreciate and learn this valuable part of our heritage. No other single exhibit contains a greater variety of practical applications of technologies than the submarine.
The Submarine Museum SAS Assegaai is open to the public 7 days a week from 9:30 until 15:30, 3:30. Tours are undertaken by volunteers, in most cases ex-submariners, and the duration of the tour is about an hour. Cost of the tours are 80 Rand for adults, 60 Rand for pensioners, and 40 Rand for kids. Navy members or uniformed members get a discount and can take the tour for 40 Rand. If you want to book a tour, contact the Submarine Museum at 021 787 4786 or go to their website, Submarine Museum SAS Assegaai.